Hello there, and welcome to Earth Ray Healing. Today we're bringing a message through. It feels like it is a softer message. So I gathered some decks here that I was feeling connected to based on the energy. We have the Starseed deck here and the Lemurian deck, and then this crystal grid deck. I feel like the grids are going to be meaningful today, like the visual. The energy feels... like I said, there's a softness. Either someone needs a softness or there is a softness, like a collective softness, like where there's a message about the heart or compassion. There's an energy of an awakening. Might not be easy energy though. And it's like a light at the end of the tunnel type of energy. And this reading might be to serve as a reminder that there are possibilities. And I'm also hearing you have options. So let's start with the Lemurian deck here. We're just gonna... Okay. Yeah, loving compassion. Yeah, it says bring more love to a situation, whether it is toward yourself or someone connected to the question. There may be a need for forgiveness or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. Remember, you are loved and have unlimited access to the gentle yet transformational force of loving compassion as and when you need it. Yeah. It's about compassion, like reaching into your heart center, connecting with your heart, but also connecting with the hearts of others, I'm hearing. It says to bring yourself back into your heart. Think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out to more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. So it's about tapping into compassion and sharing it. Tapping into compassion and then expanding that feeling. So I'm feeling like someone isn't feeling compassionate, or like you might feel like you deserve compassion or something like that. And you do. But there's this tricky thing about energy where when you reach in to your own heart, you feel compassion for yourself, you're able to, in turn, feel compassion, empathy for others. But I feel like I'm talking to empaths here. So you guys already know this, but it's like someone has stepped away from who they really are, who they truly are, or like someone around you. This is like a message that someone around you has stepped away from who they truly are. And that you need to have compassion for them. That's what that feels like. Reach into your heart to find compassion. Cleanse and channel. Yeah, in order to channel, you have to have a clear heart. So I think I've mentioned this somewhere in some other video that it is not necessary to channel through your heart, but that is what I do. That is what I teach. Like the only way is through your heart. That's my truth. But I do know that some people only channel through their crown or through their third eye. And when you do that, you end up channeling whatever's around. You channel whatever beings happen to pop in. When you filter it through your heart and you request, or you demand that only love is as allowed to enter, to come through, then that's how it works best, in my opinion, in my truth. So there is a certain amount of cleansing needed in order to channel. There's like a clear message here on that. There's something about channeling compassion. Channeling compassion. We're going to bring out a couple of these cards here. Let's see what else we have here. Your life is a canvas. Artist. Manifestation. Creative accountability. Okay. And then we have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay. So this is like a channeling. Do you channel through art? Through artwork? You still have to cleanse yourself if you're doing that. Yeah, I'm feeling like an alternative channeler here. So you channel via something, like through artwork, through writing, through it's like a different kind of expression other than talking. I mean, it could be. You have to take what resonates. But you have a special gift, because I'm seeing this. This is like standing out to me. This is definitely standing out. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. That's true for everyone. But there's something special going on here. Something special going on here. And I'm seeing the heart being activated. Again, it's that compassion. I'm hearing also your compassion is being activated. So we're back to that compassion again. Yeah, it's like you have so much information or like love to share or something like this. The universe is in your heart. And we just have to learn to harness that energy, harness the messages, the information. We have to learn to cleanse more often, to ground more often. Actually, the message there is to know when to know the balance of grounding and ungrounding. Because you sort of have to unground when you're channeling. There's a certain balance of grounding and ungrounding. And I wouldn't tell that to just anyone. This is information for a channeler. Okay, they're having me get another one of these. Communication, co-creation. Okay, this says we normally think of information as something that can be written or spoken, but if something is multidimensional, it's almost impossible to share it with words. Didn't I just say you're a channeler for something that is not spoken? It says, how are you communicating beyond words? Something may be getting lost in translation. An issue may be cleared through improved communication. Listen carefully to what someone has to say without interruption. That's that compassion also. Furthermore, it may feel scary to share vulnerable truths, but this may be the only way forward. This card also encourages greater exploration in the realms of telepathy. Do you have telepathy? Telepathy, healing, and the arts, such as poetry, painting, and music. That's what we were just talking about. Where there is a collective communication beyond the mind. Yeah, I'm talking to a channeler that channels, and you're channeling the universe. You're channeling God. You're channeling the multiverse. This is one of those times where it's big energy, and it's I'm trying to harness it for myself in order to get out the right words so that you can understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking about here. Whew. So yeah, it's an alternate communication here. Channeling the cosmos. Child of the cosmos. And so if this is resonating with you and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, yes, this is me, but what am I supposed to do with this? They're asking, like, what do you want to create? What do you want to birth? What is it that you want to bring about? The answer to that question is very important. We also have a lot of help from beyond here. I'm seeing with these beings here. Interdimensional beings, so galactic, angelic. Galactic and angelic it's the same thing. There's different, I used to think that they were completely different, but it's the same thing. It's just different realms of like angelics. Maybe that means something to you, to look into angelics. I'm being guided just to break this and look. We have earthed. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. This is a very, my goodness, how do I explain this? It's like a detached feeling that I have. Maybe someone is just like so numb about what they're doing, what they're trying to bring through, what they're trying to understand about themselves. There is a numbness. Prosperity. I'm seeing the green of the heart there with the compassion. The pinks, the softer pinks, the softer greens. I'm seeing the heart of the giving and the receiving. And there is something about money. Like doing this for money, doing this for security. Like it is the security. It is the energetic exchange. Because that's how we operate here, right? With money. So whatever this is it's like channeling with compassion, and the energy exchange is money. I feel like we're going to get another one of these. It's that Lemurian energy, the heart energy. Yeah, beyond the mind. This is beyond the mind, because I'm pretty sure I said beyond the mind earlier with the communication stuff. It's beyond the mind. That's why it's hard for me to explain, because there are no words for this kind of channeling. This one says, the mind moves us through the logistics of life so we can function in the world. However, endless mental chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories, and subconscious programs can keep us in our suffering. Step outside mind-based limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. Yep. So let me finish this here. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. What would the situation at hand feel like if you released all fears and worries? Are these concerns even yours? So this is about like the fact that you have this special otherworldly gift, it feels like. And the 3D is getting in the way, as it does. And you just have to learn to sort of know when to ignore things, I guess. Ignore things as in like 3D things. Other people's problems. Not that other people aren't important. We're just talking about tuning into yourself, knowing when to tune into yourself, knowing when to go beyond the mind. Someone is going beyond the mind here. Who's telepathic here? Somebody's telepathic. You have to be careful with that, though. Telepathy. Not everybody wants to know that you can see in their mind or whatever. And also, I am getting along with that if you don't know what you're doing, there can be illusions, misinformation. Yeah, we're talking about, just to like wrap this up and to just sort of go over what we already went over here. I'm talking to a channeler that is like a non-traditional channeler, even though channeling is non-traditional. It's a non-traditional channeler. Channels through, like it said in this card, poetry, painting, music, different kinds of artwork. It has to do with telepathy. There's otherworldly energies here. You're a very spiritual being. We all are. But there's something very rare, we'll say, about your gift. I keep being brought back to this. I don't keep saying it, but the intelligence of the universe lies within you. You know what? I'm going to read that one from the book here. Child of the Cosmos. Okay. This one says, there's a mysterious force that governs all of life. An intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there well beyond your last. It's the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender to it, because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will. It's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from this pulse of life and fall into the pattern of believing we're separate. So I think that's the feeling I was getting before, when I was feeling like, I forget the word I used, but it is a separation, that separation feeling. Because you are so powerful and you doubt that maybe. Because of, the 3D, period. And standards, norms, and you don't fit into that. Okay, continuing reading this, it says, we can feel isolated. and as if we need to figure things out for ourselves, to rely on our own strengths. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells, to remember that you are a precious child of a loving, gentle universe, that you have the access to all the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities that there ever were, are, or will be. And remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you do too. How can you surrender more deeply into the intelligent flow of life? So yeah, it's a reminder that you have the universe within your heart. You don't have to look out, like it's not out there somewhere. You are you hold the universe. And I'm hearing again, what do you want to create? What do you want to birth? What is it that you want to birth? You want to bring about something. What is it? When you know the answer to that question, there are going to be things that fall into place for you. And it could lead to prosperity, money. Okay, we're going to bring in codes of clarity, they're saying. Codes of clarity. Take a deep breath. Hatarako mojoka. Hataraki antoko oro shoko manraki atoko ushoko manraki. Trakatoko ushoko. Manraki antoko atraket ishoko untokuma tahtra shoko har ni antoko moshoko. Har ni atoko mushoko. Aha atraki antoko ushoko manra. He atrako shoko muhra bashi ataka. Niana trakotokuma atrakian toko urabata shakata andraki hara nandoko hora ni iana shoko oto shokoto oto okuto hatrakian tokum. Take a deep breath. I do hope that this message and these codes were helpful for you. I want to thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.